Hello students, welcome back to English Master. Today we will be covering the part 2 of chapter Red Trap of Flamingo, class 12th English. So let us begin. It was late in December. Darkness was already descending over the forest. तो अब तक हमने यहाँ पढ़ा कि जो पेडलर था उसने क्रॉफ्टर के घर से 30 क्रोनर्स जो थे उसके चुराए और वो चुरा कर रास्ता उसने रोड वाला ना लेकर के वो सड़क से होकर उतर कर वो जंगलों में गया और वहाँ पर वो खो गया और अब उसे कंसीडर होने लग गया कि अब वो उस रैट ट्रैप में फंस चुका है जिसमें पूरी दुनिया फंसती है। तो उसने भी उन 30 क्रोनर्स का लालच किया और इस तरह से वो ट्रैप्ड हो गया। तो ये कब का टाइम था? इट वॉज लेट दिसंबर थी। डार्कनेस वॉज ऑलरेडी डिसेंडिंग ओवर द फॉरेस्ट। तो डार्कनेस वहाँ फॉरेस्ट में आती जा रही थी बिकॉज इट वॉज गेटिंग लेट, इट वॉज बिकमिंग नाइट। दिस इंक्रीज्ड द डेंजर एंड इंक्रीज्ड ऑल्सो हिज ग्लूम एंड डिस्पेयर। तो इससे क्या हुआ, उसे डर भी लगने लग गया और वो निराशा भी होने लग गई। एंड ही वॉज सैड ऑल्सो। फाइनली ही सॉ नो वे आउट एंड ही सैंक डाउन ऑन द ग्राउंड। और जब उसे कोई रास्ता दिखाई नहीं दिया तो फिर ही सैट ऑन द ग्राउंड टायर्ड टू डेथ। और वो थका हुआ था जैसे अब मर जाएगा। देयर वॉज नो होप लेफ्ट बिहाइंड, थिंकिंग दैट हिज लास्ट मोमेंट हैड कम एंड ही फेल्ट दैट नाउ दिस इज द एंड ऑफ हिज लाइफ, ही विल नॉट बी एनी मोर अलाइव। बट जस्ट एज ही laid his head on the ground, he heard a sound, a hard, regular thumping. So the moment he sat down and he was almost losing all the hopes, he heard some sounds happening which were thumping sound, like beating something. There was no doubt as to what that was. और यहाँ पर कोई डाउट नहीं था कि वो किस चीज़ की आवाज़ थी. He raised himself, those are the hammer strokes from the iron mill, and he realized that he was somewhere near the iron mill. He thought, there must be people nearby. He summoned all his strength, got up and staggered in the direction of the sound. Then what he did when he realized that there is something, after hearing the thumping sound, he got some hope and he stood up. He collected all his strength and he somehow staggered in, यानी लड़खड़ाकर वो किस तरफ चल पड़ा जिधर से आवाज़ें आ रही थीं. The Ramjo Iron Works, which are now closed down, were not so long ago a large plant with smelter, rolling mill and forge. और रामजो आयरन वर्क जो थी वो अब क्लोज थी. were not so long ago a large plant with smelter, rolling mill and forge, जिसमें सब कुछ था. एक बड़ी सी रोलिंग मिल भी थी, एक फोर्ज भी थी, लार्ज प्लांट भी था. In the summer time, long lines of heavily loaded barges and scows slid down the canal, which led to a large inland lake, and in the winter time the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which sifted down from the big charcoal craft. तो यहाँ पर वो बता रहा है कि किस तरह से this place was very busy and the iron work was this Ramjo iron work was very much famous and it was all busy whole day. Here you could see all the things happening one by one. So much of heavily loaded barges used to reach over there. They used to bring a lot of coal dust could be seen on the road that showed that a lot of constructions used to happen over there. During one of the long dark evenings just before Christmas, the master smith and his helper sat in the dark forge near the furnace, waiting for the pig iron which had been put in the fire to be ready to put on the anvil. Anvil कहते हैं जिस पर गरम करके रख के जिस पे चोट मारी जाती है जिससे उसको शेप दिया जाता है, दैट पीस इज कॉल्ड एनविल. तो एक शाम जब क्रिसमस की शाम थी आने वाली थी, द मास्टर स्मिथ और उसके हेल्पर ने क्या किया, वो फोर्ज के पास वहीं बैठ गए और उन्होंने उस आयरन को गर्म होने के लिए रख दिया. एंड दे वर वेटिंग कि इट शुड बी रेड इनफ टू गेट द शेप. Every now and then one of them got up to stir the glowing mass with a long iron bar, returning in a few moments. और हर बार में वो उठते थे, they would take it out, they will try to beat it to find whether it can be done or not, and they will keep it back again to get more heated. Dripping with perspiration, though as was the custom, he wore nothing but a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. और जैसा कि कस्टम था, वो लोग जब फर्नेस के सामने बैठते थे तो वो क्या करते थे, परसिपिटेशन बहुत होता था. तो what they would do, they will wear only a long shirt to cover their hands so that they don't get burnt, and they will wear a wooden shoe. because of the heat that resists the would resist the heat, so they would wear wooden shoes. All the time there were many sounds to be heard in the forge, और बहुत सारी आवाज़ें वहाँ सुनी जा सकती थी. The big bellows groaned and the burning coal cracked. So that means there was a lot of work going on. A lot of coal was used to heat, to melt the iron and to shape in the different ways. The fire boy shoveled charcoal into the maw of the furnace. Maw means opening of the furnace. जो लड़का था वो चारकोल लाकर उसके मुंह में भर देता था with a great deal of clatter and it would make a sound. So this is a sound word. Outside roared the waterfall and a sharp north wind whipped the rain against the brick tiled roof. So this is how the things would happen. Wind आती थी, उससे वो बहुत सारा पानी उस पर लाकर डाल देती थी. It was probably an account of all this noise that the blacksmith did not notice that a man had opened the gate and entered the forge until he stood closer to the furnace. और इन सब में बिजी होने की वजह से उसने फील ही नहीं किया that somebody had entered the house, the gate of the furnace. कौन था? ब्लैक स्मिथ ने नोटिस नहीं किया. He was the peddler who had entered the mill. Surely it was nothing unusual for poor vagabonds without any better shelter for the night to be attracted to the forge by the glow of light which escaped through the sooty panes. तो अब उसे समझ में आ गया था कि कोई वैगाबॉन्ड होगा, कोई घूम रहा होगा, पुअर है जिसके पास कोई शेल्टर नहीं है, और उसने यहाँ आग जलती हुई देखी तो फिर वो यहाँ आ गया. एंड ही वांट टू स्पेंड हिज नाइट सो दैट ही कुड गेट सेव्ड एंड सिक्योर्ड एंड टू कम इनटू द वार्म देमसेल्व्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ the fire, and they can keep themselves warm because it was December and it was cold. The blacksmiths glanced only casually and indifferently at the intruder. Intruder means someone who comes in without any permission. तो उन्होंने क्या किया? ब्लैक स्मिथ ने उसको देखा और उसने उसको ऐसे ही देखकर अनदेखा कर दिया. He looked the way people of his type usually did, with a long beard, dirty, ragged, and with a bunch of rat traps hanging on his chest. So this is what his physical condition was. He was not looking neat or tired. He was ragged. फटे कपड़े पहना था, लंबी दाढ़ी हो चुकी थी, रेड ट्रैप्स उसके कंधे पर लगे हुए थे. So this all tells that he was none other than a vagabond and he was looking for a shelter. He asked permission to stay and the master blacksmith nodded in a hearty consent with honoring him with a single word. So he did not pay much attention and he told him that he could stay or he could spend a night over there as he was looking for the survival or the stay of one night. The tramp did not say anything either. He had not come there to talk but only to warm himself and sleep. और उसका क्या मकसद था? वो यहाँ पर जो आया था उसका कोई और रीज़न नहीं था. वो अपने आप को वार्म रखकर और वहाँ पर सो जाना चाहता था. In those days the Ramjo iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master whose greatest ambition was to ship out good iron to the market. और उन दिनों जो आयरन मिल थी वो किसी ने हायर की हुई थी. जो ओनर था वो प्रोमिनेंट आयरन मास्टर था और उसका एम्बिशन क्या था कि एक बड़ी अच्छी जो है आयरन को वो मार्केट में शिप आउट करे, बाहर बेचने के लिए लाए. ही वॉच्ड बोथ नाइट एंड डे टू सी दैट द वर्क वॉज डन एज वेल एज पॉसिबल. सो ही वुड टेक care of the things happening around because he wanted to closely observe because people were busy in doing or not. And at this very moment he came into the forge on one of his nightly rounds of inspection. और today also he came. आज भी वो आया क्योंकि वो अपना nightly inspection वहाँ करना चाहता था. He wanted to see whether people were doing things properly or not. Naturally the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin who had eased his way so close to the furnace that steam rose from his wet rags. और उसने पहले क्या देखा? उस आदमी को देखा जो वहाँ पर खड़ा हुआ था और फर्नेस की स्टीम जो थी दैट कुड बी सीन फ्रॉम हिज क्लोथ्स, वो फटे हुए कपड़ों से देखी जा सकती थी. The iron master did not follow the example of the blacksmiths who had hardly deigned to look at the stranger. He walked close up to him, looked at him very carefully, then tore off his slouch that to get a better view of his face. और ये ragamuffin was none other than but the who was that? He was the peddler. जब उसने देखा उसके रैग्स देखे तो फिर अक्सर क्या होता था, लोग जो थे ये ब्लैक स्मिथ के लिए एक ऐसे एग्जाम्पल थे जिनको कोई भी ध्यान से नहीं देखता था। लेकिन इस बार क्या हुआ, वो उसके करीब गया और उसको बहुत ध्यान से देखा और फिर उसके बाद उसने उसके चेहरे को पास से देखने के लिए उसने और कोशिश की। बट ऑफ कोर्स इट इज़ यू, नाइल ओलॉफ, ही सेड, हाउ डू यू लुक? And after that he misunderstood, he was not able to identify who was he. तो उसने क्या किया, उसको नील्स ओलॉफ अपना कोई पुराना दोस्त समझा। दिस वॉज द अनदर गुड लक ऑफ द पेडलर। अब पेडलर को उसने कहा, अरे ये तुम हो, मैं तुम्हें देखकर पहचान ही नहीं पाया। The man with the red traps had never before seen the iron master at Ramjo and did not even know what this name was. अब ये उसके लिए रेड ट्रैप जो थे जिसके पास पेडलर, वो आयरन मास्टर की बात सुनकर उसको बहुत अचंभा हुआ, बिकॉज ही हैड नेवर इवन हर्ड दिस नेम नील्स ओलॉफ, राइट? But it occurred to him that if the fine gentleman thought he was an old acquaintance, he might perhaps throw him a couple of kroner. तो उसने सोचा क्यों ना वो झूठ बोल दे कि अगर वो उसका कोई पुराना साथी है तो वो उसे कुछ ना कुछ पैसे दे देगा. So another time we can find, even if he is in hard conditions, he cannot find the way to come out of the place, still he has the greed of getting some more money. Therefore he did not want to undeceive him at all at once. लेकिन फिर भी वो उसको डिसीव करना नहीं चाहता था. Yes, God knows things have gone downhill with me, he said. उसने कहा हाँ मेरे साथ बहुत कुछ बुरा हो चुका है. Now he created another story to convince him that he was Niles Olaf. You should not have resigned from the regiment, said the iron master. That was the mistake. If only I had still been in the service at the time, it never would have happened. कहता है तुमने रेजिमेंट से रिज़ाइन नहीं देना चाहिए था, तुम्हारी मिस्टेक थी. अगर मैं वहाँ होता तो मैं तुम्हें ऐसा नहीं करने देता. So that means the iron master belonged to army and he misunderstood that this fellow was also belonging to any army. Well, now of course you will come home with me. And now he told कि अब वो उसको वहाँ नहीं छोड़ेगा बल्कि उसे अपने साथ घर ले जाएगा. To go along up to the manor house and be received by the owner like an old regimental comrade. Comrade means साथी, a person who worked with you. That however did not please the tramp. और उसे वो अपने घर ले गया, उसे एक रेजिमेंटल कॉमरेड की तरह उसने उसको रिसीव किया. बट उसको कोई खुशी नहीं मिली, बिकॉज ही नेवर had a look of army and how they were treated, and he was not much interested in getting welcomed, but he was rather looking for the money. No, I couldn't think of it, he said, looking quite alarmed. He thought of the 30 kroner. To go up to the manor house would be like throwing himself voluntarily into the lion's den. He only wanted a chance to sleep here in the forge and then sneak away as inconspicuously as possible. तो यहाँ क्या हुआ, वो उसको बिल्कुल भी कोई इरादा नहीं था कि वो मैनर हाउस जाए और वहाँ पर उसका कहने का मतलब था कि अगर वो एक बार गया देन ही विल पुट हिमसेल्फ इन द ट्रबल. लायंस डेन मीन्स पुटिंग हिमसेल्फ नोइंगली इन द ट्रबल, कि जानबूझकर वो अपने आप को शेर की गुफा में धकेल रहा है. तो इसलिए व्हाट ही वांटेड टू डू, ही वांटेड टू समहाउ कम आउट ऑफ द प्लेस एंड ही वांटेड टू, हिज इंटेंशन वाज जस्ट टू स्लीप देयर एंड स्पेंड द नाइट. The iron master assumed that he felt embarrassed because of his miserable clothing. Something else was going on in his mind. लेकिन आयरन मास्टर को क्या लगा कि शायद वो एम्बेरस हो गया है क्योंकि उसकी कंडीशन बहुत मिजरेबल है. Please don't think that I have such a fine home that you cannot show yourself there, he said. Elizabeth is dead, as you may already have heard. My boys are abroad. And there is no one at home except my oldest daughter and myself. तो उसने बताया कि you need not to worry about. उसने बताया, उसने इंट्रोड्यूस किया अपनी वाइफ को जो कि मर चुकी है, और उसने बताया उसके लड़के जो हैं वो अब्रॉड हैं और उसकी एक ही बेटी जिसका नाम एक ही बड़ी बेटी है जो अभी उसके घर पर है. So there was none other than only the daughter and father, both were there in the manor house. We were just saying that it was too bad we did not have any company for Christmas. Now come along with me and help us make the Christmas food dish appear a little faster. And then he called him up and told, क्योंकि अब क्रिसमस है और हमारे पास कोई कंपनी देने के लिए नहीं था, but this is good time that you had arrived to us. Now we will have the food together. But the stranger said no and again no, and the iron master saw that he must give in. तो उसने रिपीटेडली उसको मना किया. It looks as though Captain Von Stahel preferred to stay with you tonight, Sandstorm, he said to the master blacksmith and turned on his heel. और उसके बाद उसने क्या कहा, ऐसा लगा उसने उसको बिल्कुल वैसे ही अपना लुक्स दिए और उसको वैसे ही परफॉर्म किया जिस तरह से वो आर्मी में किया करता था, और उसने उसको अपनी एड़ियों के बल उसके सामने से मुड़ गया. But he laughed to himself as he went away, and the blacksmith who knew him understood very well that he had not said his last word. और उसके बाद वो अपने आप हंसा क्योंकि ब्लैकस्मिथ समझ गया कि उसने वो लास्ट वर्ड्स नहीं बोले थे. It was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of carriage wheels outside the forge, and a new guest came in. But this time it was not the iron master. He had sent his daughter, apparently hoping that she would have better powers of persuasion than he himself. अब उसके बाद उसने क्या किया? When he was not able to convince him to get the food with him, he went back and he sent his daughter this time, and he told that she will be able to persuade him to bring him home. कि वो उसको convince करेगी और उसको घर लेकर आ जाएगी. She entered following by a valet, carrying on his arm a big fur coat. She was not at all pretty, but seemed modest and quite shy. In the forge, everything was just as it had been earlier in the evening. The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. तो वहाँ जब वो एंटर हुई तो उसने उसका फिजिकल स्ट्रक्चर बताया है कि उसने एक फर कोट डाला हुआ था और वो बहुत सुंदर तो नहीं थी, बट शी वॉज क्वाइट शाई एंड मॉडेस्ट. और फर्नेस में सब कुछ वैसा ही था जैसे हर शाम में हुआ करता था. मास्टर ब्लैक स्मिथ और उसके जो साथी सीखने वाले थे, दे ऑल वर सिटिंग ऑन द बेंचेस, और चारकोल जो था वो अभी भी फर्नेस में ग्लो कर रहा था. द स्ट्रेंजर हैड stretched himself out on the door and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head and his head pulled down over his eyes. और उसने जो है अपने ऊपर, आयरन मास्टर ने क्या किया था, अपने ऊपर स्ट्रेंजर ने, पैडलर ने अपने आप को फ्लोर पे स्ट्रेच आउट, ही लेड ओवर देयर, और उसने एक बड़ा आयरन का पीस अपने आंखों के पास रख छोड़ा था कवर करने के लिए. As soon as the young girl caught sight of him, she went up and lifted his head. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open. He jumped up abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. और उसने क्या किया? The girl went and bowed down, and what she did? She pulled the cap which he had covered to his face, which he had used to cover his face. और उसने जो था एक आंख वो खोल कर सोता था, और जैसे ही उसने उसको देखा वो एकदम घबरा कर उठ गया. My name is Edla Wilmanson, said the young girl. My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight, and then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. I'm so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time. उसने कहा मेरा नाम क्या है? She was Edla Wilmanson, and she also told that her father had wanted him to come home and sleep, and also wanted him to take home because they wanted to have food together. And she also said that she was very sorry because he had spent a lot of hard time, like his life was very hard, he did not have a good survival. She looked at him compassionately, उसने बहुत compassion से उसकी तरफ देखा, with full of pity, with her heavy eyes, and then she noticed that the man was afraid. Either he has stolen something or else he has escaped from jail. और जब उसने करीब से देखा, then she realized that maybe that man is not the same which her father knows. She thought and added quickly, you may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you come. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve. Then she told कि जैसे आप आए थे, the same way you will be able to go home as well. You will be free from our side. We will not ask you to stay with us together. Only we are requesting just to come and spend Christmas Eve with us. So students, we will be covering till here only. The last part I will be covering in part 3. For more updates you have to subscribe the channel and stay connected. I will soon meet in the next chapter, in the next part. Take care students. Bye.